Hello, relatives. I'm Lorenzo Sarna, and welcome to our Resisting Line 3 weekly update. We're going to cover March 8th through the 14th, and remember to look for breaking news on hashtag StopLine3. Tanya Abed reaches day 22 of her hunger strike opposing Line 3. On March 7th, Tanya Abed from Honor the Earth reflected on her hunger strike as she reached the 22nd day. She gave a call of action to President Biden and Governor Walz to stop Line 3. If you want to go watch this full video, go to Honor the Earth. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and watch it right now. It's about 3 minutes, so let's go ahead and watch it together.
Construction of what Line 3 is being brought through our lands here. That is why I am really standing strong and fighting. Started on February 14th, Valentine's Day. And I thought, you know, I don't really have a Valentine's in my life, but yes, I do. I have Mother Earth as my Valentine. So to show love and appreciation for her, that is the day that I started on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2021. So, for me, as an Anishinaabe woman, seeing this destruction of what Line 3 is being brought through our lands here, that is why I am really standing strong and fighting so hard for Mother Earth. I'm doing good. Um, how I've been feeling is a better connection with the Creator in a spiritual aspect. And because I know that in a spiritual essence, it goes to the people. And that's what I am encountering here is being on this hunger strike for the people. And then not only just for the people, but for the animals too that are being affected by this tar sands pipeline. So I am also against this Line 3 that's coming through my territories in the 1855 treaty territories. And what Enbridge is doing is going through our sacred sites. There's been sites that have been located around here, but they don't think that's enough artifacts to be able to stop the pipeline. But I say it is indeed a strong voice from the ancestors that have been here to be able to protect those sites. But they forget that we as Ojibwe people are autonomous. And this is one way of me showing them that they're not wanted here. They are no longer wanted here. They're trespassing through my lands and territories that my ancestors from 15,000 years ago had prayed for. So the ultimate outcome of that prayer is me doing this hunger strike to protect the lands and animals and the waters for future generations, the next 7 generations that are yet to come. People can help me by contacting the President Biden. Couldn't count on Trump because he is all for it. So contact President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, contact Governor Walz and let him know your displeasure of having this pipeline come through. Write these people, text message them, email them, call them on the phone and tell them, no Line 3, shut down Line 3. And if you want to let them know that I'm on this hunger strike to stop Line 3 and make it more visible to all the people throughout the nation and even around the world. If this touches people around the world, please get a hold of them. So I love you all, and just know that what I am doing is for not only for the here and now, but for our future generations to have a healthy ecosystem also.
Tanya Abed's hunger strike continues. 350 groups signed a letter urging Biden to stop Line 3. On March 8th, over 350 national, state, local, and international organizational leaders representing the climate, environmental, indigenous, faith, youth, medical, and other groups sent a letter to President Joe Biden, urging him to stop the construction of the Line 3 tar sands oil pipeline in Minnesota by suspending or revoking its federal permits. Go to priceofoil.org to read the letter. Call to action as Enbridge receives a sustainability loan. On March 8th, Tara Hauska from the GNU Collective issued a call to action for communities across the country to stage actions, calling on banks to defund Line 3, as it was announced that Enbridge will receive a $800 million sustainability loan. You can find the blog post on stopthemoneypipeline.com. Rally at new Chase Bank branch. On March 9th, Sunrise Twin Cities led an action at the opening of a new Chase Bank branch, forcing the branch to close its doors minutes after they opened. Protesters rallied, held a die-in, delivered a letter from Indigenous women, and literally painted a pipeline green to dramatize Chase's greenwash loan to Enbridge. Rise by the River over 500 March. On March 11th, Honor the Earth, Green Faith, MNIPL, MN350 held Rise by the River, a multi-faith action to stop Line 3. Over 500 people gathered near the Mississippi and marched with support from over 300 high-level faith leaders. A dozen water protectors locked down to a boat. On March 12th, a dozen water protectors led by the GNU Collective locked down to a boat, blockaded access roads in Savannah State Forest Land. This blockade stopped access to workers and necessary equipment. As people gathered to support the blockade, they were met with various police agencies and told they would not be allowed to support. This is consistent with the escalated police repression in northern Minnesota. 2 people were arrested and since have been released. And solidarity across the country. Groups across the country held actions this week in solidarity with water protectors in Minnesota. Groups in San Francisco, Portland, Oregon held actions at Chase Bank branches with a security guard pulling a gun on protesters in Portland. Another action was held at the Corps of Engineers in Washington, D.C. Join the movement to stop Line 3. Go to tinyurl.com/resistline3 for more info. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and share to help get the word out. See you next week.